What do you think of when I say the words quick, easy, and a delicious snack? As a student, you're probably thinking chips or cookies, something that you can grab on the go. However, my favorite snack is actually guacamole. I find myself making it at least twice a week, and whenever I go out to eat, I always order it with something, whether it be tacos, burgers, or even as an appetizer with chips and salsa. And today I'm going to explain to you how to make the super quick and easy and delicious recipe of guacamole. The first thing I'm going to explain to you are the ingredients that you'll need. And secondly is actually how to make the guacamole. First, let me begin with the ingredients that you'll need to add to your next shopping list. The first ingredient that you'll need is actually the avocado. Now, with the avocado, you'll want to look for two things. One, that it's a darker brown color. This means that it's ripe and it's good to eat. And the second thing that you'll want to look for is actually the firmness of the avocado. When you push into the avocado, you'll kind of want your fingers to slightly be able to go into it a little bit. Now, the second set of ingredients that you'll need for this are the tomatoes, the onions, and the cilantro. You'll want about half a cup of onion, whether it be white or purple, and you'll need about 2 good-sized Roma tomatoes. Now, and then 3 tablespoons of cilantro. The fourth set of ingredients are the salt, pepper, minced garlic, and the lime. These are kind of up to you with how much you want to put in your guacamole. I tend to lean towards more salt and pepper, the basic ingredients. That's how I like my guacamole, but once you make it for the first time, you can see what you like. Now that you know the ingredients that you'll need for it, I'm going to explain to you actually how to make the guacamole. The first step, and kind of my favorite, weird enough, is actually getting the meat of the avocado out of it, so the green part. Now, you'll notice that when you cut the avocado in half and then twist and take it into 2 halves, there's a giant seed in the middle. There's 2 ways you can remove this. The first way is the way that my dad taught me, which probably isn't the safest way, but it's how I learned, and it's to stick the knife into the seed and then push it down, twist, and pull it out. The second way is actually just to scoop it out with a spoon, and doing this is probably safer than what I learned, but I like using the knife. It's what I do. But the second thing that you'll need to do is actually scoop it out. So you will need a spoon and a knife for this. So you'll want to take the spoon and kind of curl it under and behind all the meat to where it's behind the peel, to where you have an empty shell. And then the second thing you want to do is to actually mash it. Now, you can use a potato masher or just a fork. I normally use a fork, but that's because I normally only make a serving of 1 for me. The next thing you'll want to do is dice the tomatoes and dice the onion. Dicing just basically means that you're cutting it into little squares or kind of squarish. You'll also want to chop the cilantro, which means just kind of chopping it into small, tiny pieces. That way you're not getting huge chunks of it. The next thing to do is to juice the lime. To do this, you want to take the lime, cut it in half, take one of the halves, and squeeze it into the avocado. After this, you'll want to decide on how much of the other ingredients you want, the salt, pepper, and garlic. And then you can also taste test it going through this just to see, oh, well, I want to add some more garlic or something like that. So once you add all the ingredients, you'll want to mix it all together. Once it's all mixed together, now you'll want to decide whether you're going to save it for later or eat it right away. Here's a tip. If you save it for later, say for like Taco Night Tuesday, you'll actually want to keep the seed that you cut out of the avocado. This is a trick I learned when I was younger, when my dad was making it. He would take the seed and put it in there, and one day I actually asked why, and he said because it keeps it fresher longer. This is how you make guacamole, and as you can see, it's super easy and quick. I love it, and I hope now that you know how to make it, you can go show your friends and family, like, hey, I can cook, and add this to your Taco Night Tuesday. Even as a college student, we shouldn't have to resort to the same old boring chips or cookies. And now we can prove to our friends and families that, hey, sometimes we can cook. Well, at least guacamole, anyways. Today I showed you the ingredients that you'll need and how to make it. So I hope you end up making it, and thanks for listening.